Hello, my name is Sterling, and this video is going to demonstrate a couple of tips for using QuickTime on a Mac computer to record and edit videos. So first of all, QuickTime is a software that comes on all Macs. Depending on which version you are using, it may look different on your screen. I'm going to demonstrate how to record your screen, how to record video, and how to use an iPhone as an external camera to record. Then I will show you how you can trim video in QuickTime and combine clips into a single video. The first thing that I am going to do is open up QuickTime. To do that, I press Command Spacebar to open up the Spotlight search. And I just type in QuickTime and I open it up. Depending on which version you have, it may pop up asking you to open a file. I'm going to click Cancel. If this window doesn't pop up, don't worry about it. You may see nothing pop up if that's the case. Just look to the top where it says QuickTime Player, and you will notice up here, if you go up to File, you can do a movie recording, an audio recording, or a screen recording. I'm going to start with a screen recording. When you click the screen recording, if you have the newest version of QuickTime, you get this option up here. If you don't have this, it may look a little different, but the steps are pretty similar. So this first section here gives you the option to capture a screen, just take a picture of it, or you could select a window, or you could select a portion of your screen. I want to focus on this middle section, which is recording this screen. So this first one will record the entire screen. This one will let me record a selected portion of the screen. Sometimes I like to have a script or some notes on one side of the screen, and I have whatever I'm recording on the other side of the screen. If you go over to the options section, it lets you choose how you're going to be recording. In this case, when I am done recording, I would like to save my video file to the desktop. By default, it opens up in the QuickTime player and then you have to save it. I'm going to click desktop, and I also would like to make sure that there's a 5-second delay. That way I can take a deep breath, compose myself, and be ready for recording. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you are recording sound with your video, you want to make sure that the microphone is selected. And so right here, you can see I have different selection options for the microphone. And once you have the microphone selected that you're going to use, and one tip right here is I recommend if you have a plug-in microphone that you use that, as your sound will be much better. If you don't, use whatever you have access to. And then when you are ready, you can go ahead and click record. Now, if you have two displays or two monitors, you can choose which one you are going to record, and you can tell which one is going to record because if you choose, it will be brighter. Notice how when I switch to display 2, this screen we're looking at gets dark. I would like to record this screen, so I click on that. It gives me my countdown. And once this begins, I can go through, I can record whatever I'm going to demonstrate on my screen. When I am done recording my screen, I come up here to the top and you can see there's a circle with a square. This will stop the recording and you can see it has saved this to my desktop. This is the recording. I could play through it. I could preview it by clicking on that, or I could double click to open it up. If you are using an older version of QuickTime, it will probably open up right in QuickTime and you will have to save it. I'm going to close this. That is the first example of how you can record a screen in QuickTime. Now let me show you how to record video from QuickTime. If you go up to File and you choose New Movie Recording, this by default will bring up the camera on your computer. And you can record video from here, whether it's you teaching a lesson or just talking to your audience. Couple of options that you have here is you can turn on the sound. This is for your headphones to hear what you are hearing. I recommend keeping that turned off. Otherwise, it may cause feedback if you don't have headphones. If you do have headphones and you want to listen, you can turn that on. The next thing is down here, you have a drop down with options. If you have other cameras plugged in, it will sense the other cameras. And you can also choose which microphone you are going to record with. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. And all I do is I press the record button. And with the record going, when I am done, I click on this and it has finished recording my video. Now, this has my video here. It is not saved. I need to save it. So I go up to File and I choose Save. I'm going to save this to my desktop and I'm just going to call it Video Sample. Now, the third thing that I would like to show you is how you can use your iPhone as an external camera to record using QuickTime. And the way this works is, first of all, you have to plug in your iPhone to your computer. And I've already done that. And then you go to File, New Movie Recording. And again, by default, it takes us to this, our computer's camera. And we choose this, and you can see right here, this is my iPhone. And here it will bring up the iPhone that I have. Sometimes if it does not automatically come up, I close out of QuickTime, make sure everything's plugged in, and then I open it again. In this case, you can see I have just the camera app open, and I have just something right next to me here showing something different. So if you need to have a different camera angle when you're recording, you can, and that will work. So I'm going to go ahead and hit record. Now, one thing I recommend doing is if you're going to record everything, landscape, that means it's wider than it is tall, I would recommend recording it as well. For this scenario, I'm going to keep this as portrait, meaning it's taller than it is wide, just to show you how we can fix it in just a minute. Now to record, I press the record, and it's going to go ahead and record. So if I had to go through and demonstrate something, maybe I was talking about something landscape, I could do that, and when I am finished, I just hit the stop, and this will save it to QuickTime. I will then go up to File, Save. I will save this to my desktop, and I will just call it iPhone Camera. And there you can see I have the 3 recordings on my desktop that I have made. I have the screen recording, I have a video of me recording using the camera on the computer, and I have my iPhone as an external camera. Now, the cool thing about QuickTime is you can actually edit and you can combine your clips very easily. The next thing I'd like to do is show you how to trim a video. So let's say in this video here, if I double click it, it will open up inside of QuickTime. With it open, I can go up to Edit and I can choose Trim. And this will allow me to have this yellow box, and I can cut off at the beginning or trim from the beginning or trim from the end. So if I made a mistake at the end and I wanted to trim off a little bit, I can cut it off. When you record, I recommend recording a little bit past where you want to say, and you could trim off at the beginning. Once you are done, you just click trim and it will cut out the unwanted parts of your video. The next thing that you can do, which is pretty valuable, is you can actually combine clips. So if I drag this clip on top, I can put it after my other video clip, or I can put it before my video clip. And now you can see it has both of those clips combined into one. I can also double click on one of those clips and I can trim it to the spot where I want it to be. Again, I click trim, and then I have my 2 video clips. If I bring in a third video clip, and I'm going to drop it in right there, you can see I have all 3 video clips and I could play all of them. Now, one thing to note is if I were to play and get to this video clip, actually let me move it here to the beginning, you're going to notice it changes how my video is. It now has it how the video was recorded on the iPhone. But what I can do is I can double click on this video clip, and here you can see it's actually flipped it here for me. But I can trim, but I can also come up to edit. Oh, one thing I forgot, I'm going to hit cancel. Before I bring this clip in here, I'm going to take it out. So I deleted that clip. I want to come to this clip. I double click on it. I'm now going to go up to edit, and I'm going to choose rotate. From portrait to landscape, I can now drag this video clip in. It has the same orientation as the other videos. You can play through, you can see how everything is, and you go up to File, Export, and I'm going to export it as Combined Video QT for QuickTime. And I'm going to save that, and then you will see that video clip is there as well. Hopefully this video has been helpful in seeing some quick tips that you can use to make videos for online instruction. Good luck and have a great day.